last time, you guys had fought your way through the hag encampment, eventually making your way to their lair, where antiques, rugs, and various miscellaneous pieces of decrepit furniture were scattered about a large, smoky room. Light danced on the ceiling from a large fire pit in the northeast corner, a large bronze cauldron bubbling on it with green smoke billowing out from it. A large patchwork quilt lays on the ground in the center of the room, previously having covered the death tyrant. The cackling laughter, once present, is now silent. As you stand there with two dead hags and a destroyed death tyrant on the ground. No evidence of Widow Good present. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, that was Widow Groat.
That would be a mistake of mine for reading my bad handwriting. Yes, it is Widow Groat. Just quickly read my handwriting, and yes, that was a mistake. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I just need to make sure that the enemies are properly listed in the book.
Indeed. We wouldn't want the names to be wrong when you go and slay people.
Indeed. It's very important that the I's be dotted and the T's crossed. Otherwise, that grudge doesn't count. So I believe Giuseppe needs to put his clothes on.
Yeah, he sort of got killed and then woke up in the jars to the west.
Yeah.
That's right. He's naked. Giuseppe is naked.
We'll probably want to check out that room, too.
We don't have to because, there's extra bodies in there and, I could kind of like, all right.
Yeah, let's check that out. It would really suck if this was the only good clone that they made of you and the rest of them had like arms for legs and legs for arms. And maybe one of them, replaced your nose with a phallus. Who knows?
All right, you guys are heading into that western room?
Yes.
All right. So you leave Giuseppe behind as he's donning all of his gear. And you enter this other room. 15 feet across, 25 feet deep, with a little alcove filled with what looks like carts and tools. Large glass jars lining the walls of this room, and suspended in a greenish mixture in all but one of them appears to be a body floating there. Several of the bodies appear to be undergoing some level of decomposition, though you can clearly see that there is at least one good body of Elendar, Hebron, and Giuseppe still there floating in the liquid. You can also see a rotting version of Hebron and a rotting version of Elendar. 6 jars, 5 are filled currently. The 6th one, the top is askew and there's like water dripping down the sides, like something from the inside forced its way out.
Where does it look like the liquid trail would lead?
Well, there are these wet footprints that go right to the door you entered this room through.
I thought he Misty stepped out.
Did he? I thought he walked. I didn't actually write that part down. It's going off my memory.
Misty step. I didn't Misty step from the room. I walked out of the room.
Right. I thought you. Oh, sorry. You Misty stepped out of the jar.
Yes, I Misty stepped out of the
That's
jar.
right.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Misty stepped out to the hallway and then walked naked over and picked my knife up and stabbed the guy.
Mm-hmm. I remember now. Sorry. Like I said, I didn't write that part down. All right, so there's one jar there that's empty, conspicuously so, though it is clean with the top still on.
That's the one I came out of.
I see.
And I didn't.
How do you feel? All your organs in the right arrangement?
I mean, I feel better. This body is fresher than the one I just lost.
Hmm.
You know, feels better.
All right. You said there's a body of each of us, though, that's actually good?
Yes.
Okay.
And one rotting body of Elendar, one half-rotted body of yours.
I'm going to crack open my own rotting body.
Wait. Okay.
By crack open, you mean you're like going to break the jar?
I'm going to pop the jar open and pull it out.
Break the seal.
I intend to examine it.
Okay. So you open the top of it. There's very clearly like a lid and a handle to do so. And you fish the body out, kind of plopping it on the ground, right in front of the jar. It looks and smells like every other rotting corpse you've seen before.
What kind of liquid is this?
Make an Arcana check.
Can I get guidance, Elendar?
Yeah.
Smells alcoholic.
Organs are all still inside here. No signs of incisions or damage. It's just a full rotting body.
Are you splitting the body open to take a closer look at it?
I'll start by feeling it from the outside.
Make a medicine check then. So, you're feeling it, and you're not feeling any organs inside. Like it's skin,
Interesting.
bone, and then you're like feeling where you would expect like the stomach, or like the intestines. Like none of that feels like it's there. It's like a rotting, meat sack filled with jelly.
Yeah, we'll split that open.
This horrid stench just fills the room. And inside you see this lurid purple jelly that just kind of sits there quivering in the air.
Translucent?
No.
Does this look like any kind of real organic residue, or is this some magic-y bullshit?
Well, it's definitely some type of magic-y bullshit. But you're not really sure what kind. Rotting meat, bodies, what I would say is you would know that this is probably necromantic in some way.
Let me see. Yeah, this is probably why, Uncle Octavius never actually let anyone into the clone chambers.
And that's when it bursts into flames.
Self-immolating.
The purple jelly has ignited, is kicking off thick green smoke, which smells of licorice.
Hmm. Similar to the green fog from the other room.
No, that fog didn't actually have an odor. It was just kind of like a vapor, like water vapor, just happened to have color. This is thicker and very clearly has like an odor to it.
All right. Hebron's going to cover his mouth, hurl a oil flask at his body, and then back the fuck up.
Okay, you hurl the oil flasks. The flask, sorry, not just one, I assume.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, but the body basically explodes. Little bits of flesh go flying all over, coating the jars and you guys, the floor, the ceiling. You know that scene at the end of the first Men in Black when the bug monster just sort of explodes from the inside?
Yeah.
It's basically what happens.
Man, they really got the natural explosiveness of a Septimus body down, right?
And that's when you hear the clanging of the skull as it settles on the ground. The metallic glint of the metal skull just in the light.
This clone had a metal skull.
Yes.
Gonna check that out.
Okay.
None of the other bones are metal?
You don't see any other bones. You're pretty sure that they were just completely destroyed by the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
But there are bone fragments, but but this is the only. What kind of metal? It is a grayish, like silvery metal. It appears to be dull, like it's not polished or anything. Give me an investigation check.
Does it help that Hebron is a blacksmith?
Sure, you have advantage.
Awesome. You said investigation?
Yeah.
Can I get some guidance from you,
Yeah.
Hollander?
This appears to be made out of lead.
Lead skull. I'm going to rotate it over, look through the space at the base of it where it would attach to the spinal column.
Is it you're like looking up into the brain cavity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's there's some goo in there, but it's slowly dripping out. Like the explosion was not good for whatever was inside. You know, like if you microwave a half-filled jar of jelly while it's closed.
That's oddly specific. All right. Yeah, we'll be taking this.
I just suddenly felt an enormous pang of sympathy for Underdark's parents.
No, that happened after I moved out. So.
And yet he was in the house when it happened. Curious. I'm gonna walk over. Giuseppe, I need to feel your cranium.
You need to what?
I need to feel your cranium.
Don't be touching my head. Why do you need to touch my head?
I need to find out if your skull has actually been replaced with lead.
What?
Hebron's going to hold up his own lead skull. See this? This was in my clone. Now let me investigate your cranium.
Can I smite with a headbutt?
I mean, sure, I don't see why not. But you could do that even if your skull isn't lead.
I know, but if my skull is lead, then... Oh, wait, no, lead is not that tough. Never mind. Soft metal. Never mind. I just remembered the properties.
No,
of lead. Never mind.
no, do it. Do it.
No. Lead is a soft metal. I have a dent in the top of my head.
Right, see-
he finishes headbutting like the top of his head's just like a flat.
This is why I want to check it out, Giuseppe.
Okay.
I'd rather find out now that you're soft-headed.
Yeah. Please do. Please do.
We didn't
Alright.
need to have his skull replaced with lead to have that happen.
Now, Spectre.
So, how exactly do you plan to determine this?
Scientifically.
So you're cutting his head open?
No, I'm not cutting his head open. I'll take a small mallet, do a little tap test, squeeze at different parts of the skull, feel if they feel properly solid.
Scalp him, the usual.
I didn't
Might I
say
recommend-
hit you in the head
Might
with a
I
hammer.
recommend the jawbone and not the part that holds the brain?
Is the
'Cause
jawbone
if you
also
destroy
lead
this
on mine?
body, this is the only one I have. I have to find something else somewhere else.
No, Hebron. Just the skull.
Just the skull, not the jaw. Okay.
Then the
Just-
cheekbones.
Yeah,
Just-
just the skull, no jawbone, no teeth, no spinal column, no
All right,
nose.
So in
Cheekbone,
that
then.
case, we'll test this on the cheekbone. We'll see if through gentle application of a small mallet. If that
you break my
deforms the surface.
skull open, I'm coming back in your body. Just know this.
Giuseppe, I'm not going to split your skull open. Don't worry. I am, in fact,
The small
proficient
hammer.
in this.
Okay.
An actually small hammer. Like the kind that I would use for more fine work.
Right. Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check then.
Guidance, Elendar.
Tempting to not. And I'll guide you.
You tap on Giuseppe's cheekbone. And it doesn't seem to react at all. And you tap a little bit harder. You give it one final tap, and at this point Giuseppe's in pain. It actually hurt to do that. But as far as you can tell, it responded the way you would expect bone to respond, not lead.
Little bruises forming, nice and everything.
Yeah, there's a little round bruise forming on his cheek.
Happy now?
Everyone's going to look over the skull in general. Uh-huh. Okay, I think that's actually bone. Glad to see that you're so boneheaded, Giuseppe. Would you guys like me to check out your other rotting clone bodies, or shall we just assume they're bad and I'll burn them?
That makes no difference to me.
All right. I'm going to purge the stolen biometric data.
Okay, so not just the rotting ones, but all of them.
We're going to start with the rotting ones. I will allow the party to decide if they want to keep their clones.
Okay. So you pull up the rotting Elendar. It splats on the ground. You light it on fire. After, brief moment, it also explodes. But in the center of the explosion, right where the heart would have been, is a what appears to be crystal clear orb.
Wait, there's a crystal clear orb in the center of the chest where the heart should be?
Head of lead, heart of glass.
Balls of steel!
Wiener of graphite. I'll look over this heart that was the weird body of Elendar's.
Well, it appears to be a crystal ball.
Interesting. Elendar, you want it?
Sure.
Here, take your heart of crystal ball.
Okay.
Nothing else from that body, just the heart?
Nothing else survived.
All right, we'll move on to Giuseppe.
Okay. So you pull out Giuseppe's good clone.
No, his bad clone.
I mean, it looks intact and fully functional, just, no one's home.
So I had a rot. Okay, so I have a good and a rotting clone. Elendar has a good and a rotting clone. Giuseppe has a good clone and only a good clone?
Well, he had two good clones. He's wearing the other one.
No signs of rot on that one?
You don't see any.
Curious. Then we'll check out the river rotting clone.
Now, you know
Yep.
about tabaxi physiology?
Well, he doesn't need to know much because he can probably assume that tabaxi generally have, limbs and not just a badly misshapen torso with a lumpy head stuck on top. It's the fur that kind of gives it away that it's river.
Plus, we're not equipped to deal with her corpse. She is a female tabaxi. We are not equipped to deal with her corpse.
What?
What?
I was making a joke. God, you boys are innocent. Never mind.
No, I understood where you're going with the joke. I just didn't understand where you thought we were unequipped to deal with that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hebron might be.
I didn't know y'all were into necrophilia. I mean, if you're that good to go,
Hello,
then okay.
Evil
What?
Cleric? Question mark?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, forgot about that. Oh God.
What?
Well, the joke doesn't hit as well. It's actually an invitation for the good friar.
What?
I knew exactly where you're going when you're like, oh, it's a joke. And I'm like, do you realize you're standing in the wrong fucking comedy club for that?
Yeah, that's like telling a gay joke in a lesbian club. It's not gonna land right. Okay. Have you caught up yet, Gilbert? Are you still?
I don't understand what the fuck you're on about, man.
Okay, I made a necrophilia joke, right?
Right.
And then I countered by saying, no, I
actually.
actually fit the bill by definition of how my character is currently built.
Yeah. So I replied, well, then it wouldn't be a joke; it would have been an invitation. So that's how that joke expanded.
Oh dear.
Do you follow now?
I do follow now.
Do I have to break down what
Not that Elendar
is?
would do anything like that. It's just Lindar wouldn't care one fucking bit about a dead female body. He'd be like, oh, yeah, anyway, let's deal with that.
Yeah.
I do believe I comprehend.
I
So
can
you're-
give you descriptions if you can't keep up.
Oh, South Park, Mayo Jar.
Y'all some weirdos.
They would take the body and soak it in a bathtub full of warm water first.
It'll sound something like this. It says he's just fisting a fucking Mayo Jar.
Well, that's if rigor mortis is set in, but apparently these bodies are inside of a sealed container, so there wouldn't be any rigor.
So I stabbed the body with the burning sword.
While it's still inside the liquid.
Sleuth. No, I pull it out. I'm not. It smells like alcohol. I'm not gonna stick a burning sword into an explosive body in that fucking thing.
That's why I was asking. Because when you go to
More
fish
incident.
out River's rotting corpse, the corpse sort of falls apart like pulled pork, and now there's just a slurry in there of bones and rotting flesh.
Any cool thing?
Nope.
Gilbert, did you really think there was anything cool even related to me?
Well, look, I have a lead skull in my rotting clone. Elendar has a crystal ball in the place of a heart in his rotting clone. Giuseppe either is in the rotting clone or they just gave him 2 good clones. And then
Yeah, who's-
apparently your rotting clone is just pulled cat pork.
It's worth noting there
Oh.
is no good version of River's clone.
I mean,
That
Why
was
does
his only
River-
clone. That was his
Why
only
does
clone,
River-
and you just destroyed it.
Was this one rotting?
Yes.
So it wasn't a good clone.
He even had a little goatee.
I didn't say his only good clone. I said his only clone.
Yeah, they never did seem to be able to make good clones. Like, but why does mine have a lead skull?
Well, you're thick-headed.
I prefer the term dogmatic.
I have a thick skull. No more than average. I love that exchange so much.
Crystal balls for a heart, though. You should just, maybe start going around ripping the hearts out of people at random, checking to see if they're clones. And if they are, hey, you got a free crystal ball you can sell.
I mean,
Yeah, that kid over there might be a clone.
Also, Sleuth, welcome.
Thing.
Yep. They're investigating the jar room.
Investigating and then destroying all the biometric data theft.
Yep. So right now there's only 3 jars with clones in them still. They're the ones that don't look like they're rotting of Elendar, Hebron, and Giuseppe. The other jars are empty, or that one jar that now contains a river slurry.
Blood season. It's a little silty.
A slurry implies there's enough left over to be used in.
Were there any deformities on these decaying clones, like there were on the ones we were finding in the butcher block?
Yeah, they were malformed as well, but that was less significant than the rot on them. Rivers was the only one that was massively deformed. The good clones, though, look good. Like copies of yourselves, floating in greenish alcoholic liquid.
Do you guys still want your clones?
I don't care. Like I have no interest in a clone. If you want to fuck around with it, go ahead and fuck around with it. It's not me. It's a sack of meat that looks like me.
It ruffles. It's the clone spell. Like if you die, you inhabit the body.
But then we have to do something with it.
Mm,
Can we just leave it here?
I mean, we could.
Okay, then let's just leave it here.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm weighing over in my head if I kill mine. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my clone body and destroy it.
All right. So you open the hatch, pull your clone body out. As it flops to the ground, its eyes open, its mouth opens in a kind of wordless, gaping moan, and it flails its limbs around as if it has no idea how to use them. It's just kind of sitting there going.
Huh? It's reactive.
Yeah, once you pull it out of the green goo, it woke up.
Is there any intelligence in those eyes?
Make an insight
Any
check.
comprehension? Does it help at all that I'm looking into my own face?
No.
Okay. Yeah, to try.
No, there's no recognition, no intelligence. It's almost like it's entirely just autonomic function.
Alrighty.
Like a newborn baby.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna euthanize this.
Okay, just stabbing it with your sword.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna mercy kill myself here. This yeah. Nothing
right.
that came out of Nesset's lair is to be trusted.
Well, with a swift sword strike, you deliver the coup de grace, and your clone goes still.
You know, I could have used that.
And then I destroy the body.
Could have used that.
Yeah, well, the blood runs red, the flames hard to catch because bodies aren't actually all that flammable. Takes a good amount of effort to reduce it to ash.
Yeah. A corpse doesn't burn well.
From what you can tell, this one didn't explode. It didn't have like, that weird plum jam inside.
Such a waste. You could have lost both your virginities.
No. All right, let's move on.
Okay. Well, there's a closed door to the north, and then the open door to the east that leads back to the hag lair.
Let's pop that door to the north.
All right, you pop that door to the north, revealing a 10-foot across, 25-foot wide room with crushers, large rusting saw blades, and various tables and cartloads of stinking meat. You can see at about knee height various small levers and cranks as if to actuate this equipment. And in the one corner off to the right, like as soon as you come into the room, you can see this one. It looks like it was like a modified wood chipper, modified for meat. But you can see the two drums in it are covered in fur. Looks suspiciously like cat fur, and there's this little red parchment tied up to it with some markings on it.
Oh boy, what does it say?
Do you speak Sylvan?
No, only common, dwarvish, and elvish.
Then you don't know what it says.
Anyone here know Sylvan?
No, Elvish Celestial is the closest I got for that.
Do I know a bunch of I know a bunch of weird planar languages.
You know Sylvan?
Sylvan, Undercommon, Draconic, Infernal, Celestial, Abyssal, Ignin, to the point where I need multiple pages.
I just put slashes and put 2 on, so it's all on the page 1.
I
Right.
tried that.
Well, you're gonna read the little red notice on this device.
Yes. Warning labels are good at letting me know what I'm about to explode.
So you see that there's some writing near the top which says broken, jammed, and then some other writing like also in Sylvan, but like a different hand. Someone else wrote this, and it says stop putting cat gut into the goddamn shredder.
Why were they putting me into a shredder?
Well, as you're looking about, it looks like they were disposing of corpses by processing them on an industrial scale. Like there's rusting saw blades, which look to have been used to chunk up some of the bodies, crushers for pulping bits. You can see small cartloads of meat that is just stinking. Like there's no preservation going on. It is just like meat in a cart rotting. And as you look at it, you can see, like hands and fingers, an ear that looks suspiciously familiar, like bits of your party.
I'm gonna tap Eberron on the shoulder. Hey, what does that smell like? I don't breathe. It's stinking.
First of all, rude of them. Second of all, gross. Third of all, I'll translate that for everyone else.
Hmm. Heberon's gonna kind of like, look over his shoulder back to Giuseppe. I can barely smell anymore after all the stuff I've burned.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And off to the right, you can see 2 doors, one heading north, one heading east.
Sorry, which room are we in on this map?
The center long one with 3 doors.
All right. Yeah, pop the north.
Okay, so you walk over to it, your boots sticking to the ground like a rather poorly upkept movie theater. As you get to the north door. And you open it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you open it, revealing a 10 by 10 room, a door to the north, a door to the east. Neat shelves hold what look to be wrapped, like in butcher's paper, wrapped bits of meat. You can see neat little labels on all of them, also all in Sylvan.
River.
We'll go ahead and translate for the party.
Yeah, they're labeled as like by body parts. You got like, leg, rump, arms, eyes, and one bucket. But like neatly arranged as if like this is a pantry of some kind.
Oh, they're bulk feeding us cannibal zombies. So it really can't if they're zombies.
I'm guessing there's a northern door.
There's a northern door.
Pop that. I'm guessing it leads out to the main chamber.
It does lead out to those main stairs, yes.
All right.
And then there's also an eastern door.
Pop the eastern door.
All right, yeah, you pop the eastern door, revealing a rather messy room, L-shaped, about 20 by 20. And you can see various bits of burrows and like makeshift bedding areas. Maybe about a dozen to 18 of them or so. In complete and total disarray, as if people very quickly cleared out of here. On the far side, you can see a closed wooden door heading east.
I'll check out the room.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Assistance and guidance, River and Elendar.
Sure.
I will assist.
I'm sorry, that should be a D4.
That's fine. More than enough even without it. So you look through this room, and the only thing of note you find is a solitary, beat-up, red conical hat. Everything else is just literal trash.
Were any of those
Thank
red
God
caps
it's not
without a hat?
figurative trash.
Not that you saw, no. And I'm sorry, what was that, Ruffles?
I said, thank God it's not figurative trash.
All right. Apply oil and burn out the pantry, and destroy all of our flesh. Light that on fire. Let it burn.
Okay.
River, do you want to take the hat, River, since you can track people if needed? And I'll head through the eastern door.
All right. Well, you open the eastern door. It reveals a 5-foot wide hallway which goes 10 feet and turns south.
I'll follow it.
All right, the 5-foot hallway continues south 20 feet to what looks to be a T intersection where you could turn east or west.
West.
Well, as you get down to the T intersection, you can see that west goes 5 feet to a closed wooden door. East goes 25 feet to a closed wooden door, but on the north side.
West.
Okay. You open the door, revealing the hag's lair.
Did we already scour their lair?
You did. Loot was
Okay.
given last week.
Wanted to double check.
It's all good.
Head east.
All right, so you head east. The floor being noticeably cleaner as you get away from the hag area. And you get to that wooden door. No problem.
Pop the door.
All right, you open the door, which opens freely into a 25 by 25 chamber. 4 statues stand sentinel along alcoves of the walls of this chamber. At the rear, away from you, you can see a set of steps descending into darkness. The statues nearer the steps have an angelic look to them, while the statues nearer to you are of demonic creatures. Also, set into the east southern wall, but at the eastern side of it is another closed wooden door.
Anything I can recognize off of these angelic and demonic things?
Make a religion check.
Ah, yes. Religion. That's the thing I'm good at.
Sorry, I was just updating the map. So, from what you can tell, these appear to be like archetypical depictions of like generic angel and generic demon. Nothing really seems specific about them.
All right.
Almost like they're like not caricatures, but they're not exaggerated like that, but almost like character drawings.
Like kind of the stock stuff you'd see in an illuminated
Stock art,
manuscript.
yes, that's what it looks like. It looks like stock art.
All right. Alrighty then. Proceed to the door.
All right, so you walk, hugging the back wall, and getting to that wooden door.
Pop the door.
All right, you pop the door, revealing a 5-foot wide hall that goes 10 feet to the south before turning east.
We're gonna follow that along.
All right, yeah, you follow that along. At the corner, you see the 5-foot wide hall goes an additional 10, 20, 35 feet, ending in a T intersection where you go north or south through a door.
You said north or south through a door?
Yeah, at the eastern end of the hallway. You can go north or south, but the south has a door.
Peak north.
Okay, so you start walking down there. You take a couple steps down there, and you feel a click underfoot as the ceiling begins to rapidly drop towards you, and I need a deck save from you. All right, yeah, you roll out of the way as it slams into the ground before ratcheting up into the ceiling.
Where's that pressure plate?
Right after the corner.
I make sure to point it out to the party. Are one of you guys able to disable that?
Giuseppe's the thief. Or the wannabe thief. He's the combination of a shitty thief and a shitty paladin.
Mister?
I can take a gander at it.
Well, give me a Thieves' Tools check then.
Thieves' Tools. $31, and I don't think I have anything else to add to that.
All right, yeah. Using some Thieves' Tools, you're able to just kind of jam up the pressure plate so that people, even if they step on it, it won't activate.
Alrighty. You want to peek North River, or shall I?
I'll let you.
Alright, I peek north.
All right, continue walking down the hall. Another 10 feet or so. Another click underfoot as the ceiling once again descends towards you, Hebron, and I need another.
Hold on. Didn't you say the pressure plate was at the corner?
Yeah, right after the first corner. You moved 5 feet down the hall and had to dodge.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the right by the door.
Yes, right by the door. The door you came in by.
Right, I thought you meant the door I was heading toward. I gotcha.
No, sorry. This was like right at the beginning of that east-west hall.
Does that succeed?
It does not.
Indomitable.
Okay. All right. As you evade the crusher trap again, the ratchets back up into the ceiling.
Giuseppe or River, break that thing. River, if you'd be so kind.
Do what?
River, if you could break that.
Is this like 5-foot square flagstone tiles all the way
No.
down the hallway?
No, these are like 6-inch square stone tiles. Nicely polished with alternating color to make a nice grid pattern. Like gray mortared stone, like not mortared, gray like cut stone block. This is like a nice part of the dungeon.
Idea. How many? How much weight we need to set off traps?
How would you know?
I have a metric fuck ton of daggers that I can just toss on while we figure say pressure plate until it sets a trap, and then just push a bag full of daggers ahead on a 10-foot stick until we find the right tile to set off next trap.
Are you using voice activated?
I am.
It's clipping you word by word, just so you know. You might want to adjust your sensitivity.
It would probably also help if I actually set my mic instead of just having it lingering near-ish my head.
Yeah,
Does that come
but
through
that would also help. Yep, that fixed it.
Alright, so I have a metric fuck ton of daggers and arrows if those will help, but we can just put a handful in a bag to the last couple places Hebron stepped. Find out how much weight we need to set off the pressure plate, and then push a bag full of daggers until on a 10-foot stick until we find the right spot for each 5-foot tile, and then use that to jam or gum up or however we need to disable each pressure plate. Yay, nay?
Sounds good to me.
You really don't want my opinion. I don't have any expertise in this particular field.
I hesitate to call what I'm doing expertise. It's more just put some weight on the end of a stick and start hitting things until it breaks. Or break it ourselves if it doesn't break from hitting it with sticks. So under
Yes.
with 30 pounds of daggers, arrows, and a sack of sand, can I plop it down in the last like 3 or 4 steps that Hebron took to set off that same pressure plate with the 10-foot pole to just push it forwards without getting crushed myself?
Yeah. Is that what you do?
Yes, I'm going to try and find the pressure plates doing something similar to that with my metric fuck ton of daggers, arrows, and several bags of sand, and just gum up all the pressure plates in this hallway that we find doing that.
Okay. So if I understand this correctly, you're going to take this bag, put it on the floor, and then just slide it forward until you find a pressure plate,
Yes.
including the one that Hebron already just triggered.
And if I know exactly where that pressure plate was, then I'll just set
Yeah.
that or gum that one up the floor and then find the next one doing that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then go ahead and give me a Thieves' Tools check to disable the pressure plate that he just triggered.
Thieves' Tools is a number. I'll have to find. I don't have to find it. I just used it. I'm smart.
Yeah, you disable the pressure plate.
I am smart. SMRT. I mean,
You then-
SMART.
You then drop your bag and push it forward 10 feet. Nothing happens. Do you walk up to it to push it another 10 feet? Or do you do something else?
I will be cautious and go in 5-foot increments instead of 10-foot increments.
Okay, well, you push it 5 feet. Nothing happens. Do you then, like, what, walk up behind it and then push another 5 feet forward?
Yeah.
Okay, you walk up behind it, push 5 feet forward. Still nothing happens. You inch your way forward, right up until you shove it into that T intersection, and still nothing happens.
How about which way do we want to go from here?
Did we make it to the end of the corridor by the door?
You did. I was about to ask if you wanted to peek the corner or not.
Yes.
So are you doing it, or is River?
That's a great question, River.
Corridor.
You can corridor?
Ye- Um,
What are you doing?
I'm gonna peek around the north corner because it looks like there's a door on the cell.
All right, yeah, you poke your head at the corner. You can see the hallway continues north 15 feet before opening up into a larger chamber. That chamber you can see has the air in there looks to be sooty and thick, with almost like with smoke, but almost heavier looking. And on the ground you can see what looks to be heaps of crushed rock. Do you have a light source?
Active, no, but I do
Okay.
possess torches.
Just asking if you had an active light source.
No, just dark vision.
Okay. So, yep, that's what you see. The room that looks to have like heaps of crushed rock, some soot in the air. You have a decent passive perception, right? I know Hebron does.
Only 26.
Yeah, you hear very clearly what sounds like wind coming from up north, like an almost constant droning wind.
Must open outside.
It either goes to the surface or to the elemental plane of wind. Perhaps the plane of stiff breeze. But I will pass that information along to the party and let the frontliners take the lead again.
All right, open the door.
All right, so you look at this door. And one, the door does appear to, as you grab it to open it, the door is locked. You also notice that at about like waist height, it's like one of those sliding I forget what they're called, like the sliding peepholes that you'd see for like speakeasies, except it's at like waist height.
Okay.
And it's closed currently.
I have an adamantine sword. I don't care if the door is shut.
Okay, so you're just cutting the door down?
Yes.
All right, so you stab your blade into the door. You hear a couple of squeaky voices on the other side. Do you speak Goblin by any chance?
No, I speak Dwarvish.
Yeah. Well, you hear some squeaky voices on the other side, and you guys should roll initiative.
How far away am I?
I assumed you didn't say anything, so I assume you're right there.
What'd they say?
Oh, shit!
I say housekeeping.
Room service.
You're a slightly good voice. Like, the fuck is housekeeping?
You flap your pillow?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. What?
Me fluff your pillow? The Tommy Boy bit. Like, I go through the whole Tommy Boy bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, these get more and more confused. They have no idea what you're talking about.
Even the blowjob bit?
So it's worth noting the door is still intact. Like, you just stuck your sword into the door, and they could clearly see the result of it on the other side, which is what triggered this. Just so you know, Hebron.
All right.
I'm cutting a door down. I didn't think there was anything subtle about that.
I know. I'm telling you the door is still present and why. Like, it didn't get instantly vaporized because your sword touched it.
Right.
Anyway, so Giuseppe,
How far is the nearest bad guy?
well, it sounds like they're on the other side of that door next to you, but the door is locked, and Hebron just stuck a sword into the door.
Well, let me unlock the door.
Okay, it
Let
takes an
me do
action
it.
with your thieves' tools.
Yeah, I can do that with my thieves.
Okay, go ahead and make a thieves' tools check then. Yeah, you hear a click as the door unlocks.
All right, then I'm gonna step back out of the way, letting Hepburn go be the one to go first. I'm gonna say it's open, and I'm gonna step back, let Hepburn or River go next. Because I'm not going in there without no more action.
All right. All
That's
right,
how you become a pincushion.
River.
Can I just, like, at this point, shoulder the door open? Basically push it instead of taking time to properly open it.
Well, it's a pull door. So are you pulling it open?
I will be disappointed and pull it.
All right, so you step over there, kind of shoving, Hebron aside as you just pull the door open, revealing a 5x5 closet with 3 goblins manning a ballista, which they fire.
Wow, thank you for pushing me out of the way, River.
River, oh, this is actually it's a lined attack, so this actually will hit everyone in that hallway, which is River and Hebron. Did the 14 hit either of you?
No.
No.
Right.
14 don't hit much of anybody in the
I
party.
know. So you open the door, you see these panicking goblins that fire the ballista. You push Hebron to the side, you just kind of twist out of the way. This bolt goes screaming by down the hall, hitting one of the dirt puffs in the room to the north with a big cloud of like dust getting kicked up. Elandar, you hear the goblin say, "Oh shit! Oh fuck! Quick, reload!" River, it is still your turn. All you've done is open the door. They just had a ready to action to shoot if anyone opened it.
I will unlock an arrow and inform them that they have missed, and do I want to you know what? I'm a sharpshooter. I'm going to shoot the string off their ballista.
Okay, roll to hit.
Sharpshooter shot because funny. 13 plus 5 is... That's a 13 to hit.
Yeah, there is a twang as the tension just goes out of the string. It is clearly cut. The goblin who's been quickly trying to adjust the aim to look at you, has crapped himself.
All right. I think I've made my point. I'll end my turn there.
All right, Hebron, the door has been opened, regardless of your attempt with the sword.
Well, you said there were how many?
There are 3 goblins, 2 of which seem to be trying to manhandle one of 2 spare bolts in the back of this closet. The other was adjusting the aim of the ballista, and that one has crapped himself because the ballista string has just been cut.
Well, 3 goblins, 3 attack rolls.
Okay.
1 each.
Yep. Roll to hit. All hits. Dead, dead, and deader.
Wouldn't it be dead, deader, and deadest?
No, because deader requires you to get double their HP, and he didn't.
So how do you get deadest?
Triple.
All right. What happens if you get quadruple?
Monster kill.
Deaderest.
We out of an ish?
No. Is there anything else you do?
Yeah, everyone's just gonna kind of look around. Huh. Alright.
Yeah,
Go
you
to put
can
his
clearly
sword
see that
away.
on the inside of the door, there's like a lever mechanism, so like they could like open that latch, fire the ballista, then close it.
Ah.
But it would only expose like the ballista bolt to go through, and then they could close it and reload.
Yeah. Hebron's just gonna kind of look around, seeing there's no one else. He's gonna go to put his sheath his sword.
Yeah, so you look around, you're almost ready to sheath your sword, and you can see to the north where that dust got kicked up, the ballista bolt's still kind of at like an angle inside one of the mounds. That dust is moving oddly, and in fact does seem to be forming entities screaming down the hallway towards you guys.
Oh. That's nice.
Anything else in your turn?
No.
Yeah. So the dust methods, looks like there's 5 of them come charging down the hall. And then the one in front's going to exhale a cone of blinding dust, and I need you and River to make dexterity saves versus blind. You both pass. The second one's also going to do that, so I need another set of dex saves. And the final 3 are just going to run right into the back of Hebron and start clawing at him. Ineffectually clawing at him.
Hebron doesn't quite notice the difference between that and the dust that's now blowing in his face.
Yeah. Elendar? They're being attacked by
Um,
dust bunnies.
Oh no, not the dust bunnies. Do you guys got this? I mean, do you need me to do anything big and fancy or?
No, I need a cantrip at them a bit or something.
Okay. I kind of figured. No, it doesn't seem like a Spirit Guardians mega combo, so. Yeah, just Sacred Flame on the nearest target. Dex save. Doesn't pass.
It does not pass.
No, I have an 18.
Nice.
Kenton Radiant.
Yeah, that bloodies it.
Well, I back up and let the frontliners do what they do.
All right, Giuseppe.
All right, what can I see now that I can move again?
Would appear to be 5 dust methods are attacking you from that room to the north with the dust piles.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll engage in melee combat with them if I can help it. I will move into attack the closest one.
Sure. Do you want the bloodied one?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. You take a step forward and are in melee with all 3 of them. Well, 3 of the 5 of them. Two hits.
Is Hebron in melee with him as well?
Yes. Yeah, as
26
you
points of magical piercing damage.
Yep, as you burst this method like a really dusty pinata, the dust exploding out, and I require a con save from you, Hebron, and River versus blind.
Is that Dex?
Con.
Well, shit.
Oh, yep, Giuseppe failed. You are blinded for 1 minute, or until you make the save again. Anything else your turn?
Means I have to take an action to rub my eyes.
No, just at the end of every turn, you get an additional
Oh.
save.
No, that's that. Well, let me see. Hang on. Okay, no, I got it. Yeah, no, there's nothing.
All right, River.
I will step back out of melee with these guys.
All right, well, they're going to take attacks for opportunity against you. I don't think they hit.
Nope. And I'll put an arrow into the two in the back.
Ah, the ones that breathed. All right. Hit and a
13 and
miss.
11. 18 on the hit. Non-magical piercing.
Yep, that guy explodes. Fortunately, no one's in melee with him, so no one gets blinded.
And then I'll back up like 20 feet if I can do that while keeping line of sight.
Yeah, sure.
And that'll be it for me.
All right. Hebron.
All right. Gonna go nutso with the sword.
Okay. Roll to hit, I guess.
How on your left?
Well, there's 2 Mephits and Giuseppe in front of you, and then one like 7 feet to the north of you.
Yeah, one on each method, and then I'm going for that third method. Just, bop, bop, bop.
Okay. All hits. So killed and explode. So I need a con save for that after that first one. Ooh, you barely avoid getting blinded. The second one takes both hits, as they do in fact have 17 hit points. And then it explodes, and I need another con save from you.
I'm not having to make these, am I?
Nope.
Whether or
I'm
not
already
he
blind.
survives that 16, I am going for the next one. Like I said, I'm going with 1 hit on each.
Okay. So you hit him, you move past him, and then you're just between the 2 of them, and you kill that last one. So there's only one left that's near death. After that last one goes off, it does explode, and you need to make a con save anyway. And you are blind.
I have blind sight.
That
Ah,
really
my
sucks for them.
eyes. My combat capabilities decrease none within 10 feet.
Yep. As that last living Mephit goes for Giuseppe. And crits him. Doing 5 whole points of slashing damage to Giuseppe. Elendar.
Bitch.
One left.
One left with 1 hit point.
Dex save. Did you? Oh, you did.
Yeah, it's just
I
that
was looking
low.
at the bottom line for a new number, seeing the 5, and I was like, wait, did you? Oh, yeah, you did. That's sad.
Poof, it goes. Giuseppe gets more dust in his eyes. You guys are out of initiative. Eventually, you're able to rub the dust from your guys' eyes, and you're no longer blind.
You know, I really, really, really wish I had darkness, because that would have been a great prank.
I would like to cast least restoration and use my water skin with a little bit of wet fabric to help Giuseppe, or not, to help Hebron get the dust out of his eyes.
So, I have a question. Did
Sure.
someone give me a spare set of clothes, or just my armor to put back on? Because I got disintegrated into dust. My armor survived because it was magical, but
It's
yeah,
shaping
everything
something
else-
fierce.
yeah. I was wondering if anybody had a set of common clothes, because Giuseppe always carried an extra set, but unfortunately, it got vaporized. So now, did I lose my ring of invisibility under, or no?
No, the only thing you lost were those
Okay.
2 weak items I mentioned before, like the
Alright,
dagger
alright.
+1, and there was one other thing.
Yeah, the thought medallion.
Yeah.
I
I
just couldn't
mean-
remember about the ring. That's the only one.
Yeah, the ring
I
survived.
have another set, but it's my fancy shit. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, Elendar wouldn't care. Your faction, so yeah, I have my fancy clothes you can wear.
Okay, cool. And then I put that on under my. Which would suit Giuseppe anyway, because he likes the fancy stuff.
Yeah, this is the purple and white outfit. Elendar doesn't wear it anymore, but he kept it. So do with that what you wish.
Thank you.
So you're sitting there, Giuseppe finally starts putting some fucking clothes on.
Hey, at least his armor had a cod piece.
Did it?
It did in my imagination.
I just imagined I had to keep my shield up to cover it.
Speaking of shields, you wouldn't happen to have an extra one, would you? There, Hebron.
What?
You wouldn't happen to have an extra shield, would you? Because, like I say before, mine got vaporized. So the only thing I have are my daggers. I mean, my dagger and my short sword. Every other weapon I had was going with.
I
So-
can give you mine, but you're gonna have to tank for me then, because that dropped my AC to 14.
I don't know if
Okay, wait.
Hebron.
Wait.
has an
The guy that goes into the wall is worried about getting hit.
I mean, yes, I don't always go
See?
into the wall.
If you're ever in combat without the party, you go into the wall or the floor or something and wait till the party shows up.
True.
Yeah, Hebron can give you a spare shield.
Oh,
thank
you have a shield?
Uh,
Oh.
I have a spare
I-
shield.
Yeah, because I didn't.
also-
It dropped my armor class to 18.
Just so you know, Giuseppe, there are 2 inscriptions on the inside of the shield. One of them reads, "This side faces you." The other inscription reads, "When in doubt, apply shield to face."
See, it has 2 right now. You never know what Giuseppe's gonna write in there. Yeah, moron.
Just
Probably
fucking
the
like
word
scratches a
moron.
dick doodle into it.
Yeah, probably the word moron. With
You're
a
gonna do some
doodle.
playground vandalism.
Yeah, why not? All right, cool. That's good. That's kind of bad. I had all kinds of cool stuff. I got nothing.
That's why you got disintegrated. You had cool stuff.
I mean, it's okay. I'm kind of a priest anyway. I don't.
I mean, do you want me to take one of the 2-person tents and make you like a cape or something so you feel
No.
fancy?
No, I didn't have a cape in the first place. I had a cow.
Would you like a cape of billowing? I can let you borrow mine.
No, please.
Oh,
I
you
have
got a
enough magic
cowl?
items, no.
I have 10 pounds of velvet we could stitch together in a cowl.
No, thank you.
3 pounds of silk?
Cow, what is it, the Batman?
Oh, cowl versus cloak.
I deny. I lost Splat too. That's what sucks. Poor
I mean,
Splat.
the main difference is the length. Like if you want to get nitpicky, a cowl is just a short cloak.
All right.
But yeah, we have material.
All right, we're back in business now. Fully armed.
Lindar does have a rough idea of how needles and threads work.
It's okay. I will wait. Wait.
I don't know if we can wait. We can't go to fight Nesset when one of our party members, in fact, does not look like he has the drip.
Absolute dripless behavior.
I have the drip
Indeed.
because
Drip or
I'm
drown,
wearing,
man. Drip
I'm
or
wearing
drown.
Elendar's fancy clothes that are purple
Yeah,
and white.
he's wearing
So
he's
I
wearing
am
my noble
definitely got the drip.
costume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
so
wearing a
he does
purple
have,
and
okay.
white noble
now.
attire costume.
Oh man, I was really worried we were going to give Nesset the wrong impression when we kick in his throne room.
What, that we were some kind of peasants?
No, worse. That we had less taste than him.
That's actually really hard to achieve.
Truly a fate worse than death.
I mean, Nesset, what, runs around in, like, basically what he stole from the British Museum.
Like, Mister, if you wanted a close affiliation, it'd be like this, but like more medieval noble instead of modern 3-piece. That's what you're wearing. Close. Except for it's purple on the inside and white on the outside.
Good, got it. Now, if only you had a top hat, that would be good.
I mean, we could. I have velvet.
Wait, I thought you wanted a baller cap.
No, he's top hat.
I have a top hat.
Ah, top hat, okay.
Yeah, Grim wore the bowler hat or whatever.
Grim had the bowler hat, okay.
Well, it was the kind with the really flat, wide, like the judge from Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, Mister, we could, if you wanted to, so that we're in full swag, fashion a velvet top hat. I have
Yes,
velvet
yes.
and
If
silk.
we're going to confront the bitch, yes, I want to look to the 9. Show her that her dungeon meant nothing. We walked through it.
Well, do we
and,
have some
you know,
stuff that we can make a fire so that I can take and get some hide stiffened and then wrap it with velvet and get a brim going and a top hat for
I
him?
mean, Hebron's been burning shit every time we go.
Yeah,
somewhere.
but I need smoke. I need a wood fire.
that I don't.
I don't have wood, unfortunately.
Well,
Is there anything we can chop
there's
up?
a there
and
there
use?
is a
Maybe.
ballista.
Yeah, there's a ballista.
The goblins have like leather armor or any leather.
I have to go back.
The goblins had.
Did we search the room after killing the dust bunnies?
You did not.
Gilbert, search the room. We need supplies to make Giuseppe a top hat.
All right, you search
most-
the ballista closet, finding 3 shitty sets of destroyed goblin leather armor, 3 rusty goblin daggers, a destroyed ballista, and 2 ballista bolts. The ballista bolts appear to actually be competently crafted with this dark like steel tip on them. Nice broad wide head for like clearing a hallway. The ballista is mostly made out of wood, as is the door.
Well, then we do have our campfire supplies, and I mean, there should be enough decent sized, even if it's crappy leather, there should be enough decent sized pieces of leather that I can make up a leather cylinder and smoke it to harden it and wrap it with velvet, stitch it together, and make the man a top hat. He needs his top hat.
All right, all right. Let's see here. You know, of all the artisans' tools that they list, they don't list haberdashery supplies.
I figured it'd fall under like seamstress sewing stuff. That's something Linda
Yeah,
with.
yeah. I mean, they have weavers' tools. Do you have some
Yeah,
of
that's
those?
the closest. Yeah, that's the closest that I
Okay.
could get for the actual kitting of like Lindar's. He makes, you know, he
Mhm.
dresses up. He's a fancy guy
Yeah.
for no particular reason, but he dresses in common clothes. But no,
Sure,
let's,
sure. Well, with all the stuff he got here, if you guys are willing to wait an hour or so for him to put this together, he can attempt to do so.
This is in fact quest critical. Of course, we'll wait an hour.
All right, so you guys sit
Take a
there for
short
an
rest.
hour. Well, Elendar can't take a short rest. He'll have to do
Nah.
this check, which is a intelligence weaver's tools check. Yeah, as you fashion rather competently a like nice, like sturdy, flat-topped top hat, exactly in Giuseppe size,
out of velvet,
out of velvet.
like 2 pounds of velvet.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Call it 2 pounds.
Mm-hmm. You're even able to use a little bit of like the scrap leather and the lining and stuff to help it keep its shape, even under heavy athletic loads. Say.
Yeah, that was the whole thing with the leathers. Like I
Mhm.
needed something stiff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll use a half a pound of silk on the inside of it too, so it's silk lined.
Ooh, fancy. Yeah, you quickly throw this together. It looks rather spiffy.
All right,
I can almost see the fight starting and Nessa just magic missiling it right off the top of his head.
Just disintegrates him. Misses, hits the hat, only the hat's destroyed.
Nesset resents everyone with better drip than him. That's why he rebels against the gods who have the best drip.
Yeah, yeah, like a nice velvet top hat, just like this.
It's silk lined.
Yes, but that's on the inside.
I know. I was letting Giuseppe know he wasn't here for that conversation.
Ah.
Are you satiated, Mister? Now?
Yes, I'm happy.
And just like that, we saved a party member from drowning.
In bad fashion.
It's like playing freaking Dark Souls or Elden Ring. I could go fight this boss, but first I need to make sure I have the drip to look cool while doing it.
I mean, yeah, that's all the Elden Ring is, man.
Yeah, Fashion Souls and Elden Bling.
I mean, do you actually depend on your armor to save you in Elden Ring? Or do you just wear it to look good?
You wear it to look cool when you dodge out of the way of every attack, because it doesn't matter what armor you're wearing.
I know.
Yeah, seriously, your shield matters more. There's like super edge cases where having good armor gives you just enough poise to avoid getting staggered, but man, that's a narrow game.
Yeah, it's like the charm that like prevents fall damage.
Yeah, yeah. It prevents fall damage. No, it doesn't. It gives you like maybe a hat. I don't know. It doesn't give you much boost.
Well,
Fall
it
damage.
prevents fall damage, but there are heights that if you fall from a grade, which it doesn't do damage, it just kills you, and it doesn't stop that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
If you fall a certain distance, the game automatically kills you. Damage.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it doesn't do damage; it just kills you. So it doesn't matter how much health you have. You could do nothing but maximize your HP pool, and that distance will kill you the same as it would have as if it was a squishy wizard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've actually just started playing through it with one of my friends.
Yeah, there's only a narrow vertical distance where damage is done.
I discovered a rather weird bit of shit that happened where I kind of fell and then glanced off a bunch of rocks on my way down, thinking, man, they're gonna kill me. And I hit the ground. I survived. I should have died, though.
Yeah, that happens a lot, too.
The game's like, yeah, you pinged off a rock just often enough at full free falling at terminal velocity to live. Alrighty. I do believe now, though, Giuseppe has a sick-ass hat.
He does, in
Yes.
fact.
Wait, does he have fly-ass shoes?
Yes.
Never used it.
If
Yeah.
clothes specifies clothes, that means an entire outfit. At least that's how
Oh,
I view
good.
it.
Right.
That's good.
So it's like the noble, like, high-heeled shoes.
Excellent. Now we're ready to meet the boss.
Yep.
This was the real crisis.
Dang, sitting there looking at this little closet that holds a burned out ballista. To the north, heaps of rock and dust.
All right, let's proceed.
All right.
Yeah, just moving on.
So you walk in his northern chamber. 20 feet across, 20 feet wide, 15 feet across, two closed wooden doors. The sound of what sounds like wind coming from the east on the other side of that wooden door.
You want to go first there, Brian?
The air is full of dust and the walls marred with dark streaks as you look upon heaps of crushed rock throughout the room. You guys have a light source active, right? Just one of you doesn't have dark vision, from what I remember.
I have dark vision. I still like to have a light source, though.
Dark
See-
vision.
You can see bits of light glittering in the piles as it like reflects off your light source as it's cast on you. The thick, almost sand-like crushed rock makes it difficult to walk through this room.
Okay, so when you say crushed rock, you mean it's
Mhm.
powderized or
Yes. Yes, like crushed into a very fine dust or powder.
does it look like age did it, or does it look like it was done by force?
Make an investigation check.
I'm good at seeing things. I'm just not good at telling what I'm seeing. Investigate.
Would you? Never mind.
Investigation is an int skill. I don't have any bonuses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't really tell if this was fell to dust because of age or if it was mechanically crushed. One thing that would remind you is it does remind you of a lot of the crushed ore that you've seen smelteries use in cities and such.
Okay. I was just concerned that if there was a lot of crushed rock, what crushed it? If it wasn't by time, what smashed it up like this?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
A great question, even.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of trying to figure out if the stone was aged, worn down and brittled apart, or had help. Something that can crush stone is probably something we need to look out for. Maybe. So, is there a solid ground to this, or is it just like powdered stone?
Well, yeah, there is solid ground. It's just heaps of this powdered stone piled up on top of the ground, which makes it hard to move around. Like someone came in and like dumped several wheelbarrows full of like sand on the ground.
All right. Door to the east.
All right, you approach the door to the east. You can hear that there's definitely sounds like some type of wind coming from the other side.
Burger, are you here? Like here?
Sleuth.
He's left you.
Sleuth, you son of a donkey.
Well, he might have stepped away too. I just got a service call, so that's why I didn't want to leave you guys alone, but I kind of have to go.
It's all good.
It's all good. Yep.
So that's why I was seeing if Burger was here because I haven't heard him talking a bit. So it's like it'd be the two of you if I leave, but I kind of have to. So
It's all good.
um,
Gotta do a service
it's in
call.
Shawano, so I don't know if I mean, even the drive there and back, even if it takes me a minute, I won't be back until after 11:30. So
All right,
I don't
well-
know if I'll be back before the session's over.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Well,
we should
drive
be
safe.
fine.
Yep.
Drive safe.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's raining, so no deer.
That helps.
Trust me with your party survival.
I kind of want to see if somebody else can take the service call now. All right. See you guys.
Yep. Later.
I'm not even offended by that. That's fair. I do have a concerning rate of either pulling my ass out of a fire or TPKing the party. There's no in between.
I don't want to lose my magic items again.
I mean, we should be fine. Sleuth's here.
Is he though? Sleuth, are you here? Yes, I'm here. Nate, he's here. Let's go.
Okay. Just let you know, if you hit the deck, I am leaving you behind.
Okay. You go first.
Me? Okay. I'll go first. I activate my ring of invisibility.
Wait, why the fuck have I been going first?
Because you've been wanting to. I don't know.
Get your ass out on point, you invisible bastard.
I'm a thief. What the hell do you expect, dude? I excel in stealth. What? I have expertise in stealth. What are you talking about?
Take your one ring looking ass and chart our way to Mordor.
You knew I had the ring of invisibility. We're talking about it all game. All right, I'm gonna go invisible and then stealthily move forward.
All right, well, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you try to ease his door open quietly while being invisible.
Would they give me an advantage? Because I'm
No, because you're trying to avoid drawing attention to the door opening. The door isn't invisible.
Good point.
Yeah, you ease the door open, revealing a 20 by 25 chamber on the other side.
It wasn't a one. Good God.
Exactly. 17 is more than enough. Large pools of molten metal are kept in 4 large pools and kept hot by dancing flames that just seem to be suspended above them. Molds for cast ingots are visible as small, burly creatures carefully decant the metal into them. A small chimney is kept on the side of each of these pools, from which you can that's where the sound is coming from. It's like air is being blown across the top of this pool of iron.
It's like some sort of forge. Do I see any people?
Yeah, you see 4 short, stout, burly creatures, kind of dwarf-like, but their skin has like a dark pallor to them. Carefully decanting the molten metal into the ingot molds. There appears to be 4 of those burly guys, one manning each pool. You can see in the far side of the room, there's a hallway that goes north and a door that goes south.
Yeah, I don't know if we should go into combat or not. Well, Hebron can't sneak through, so
Bullshit.
and I forgot, now that I'm invisible, I have no way of signaling you, telling you what I see in the ring. Should have thought that through.
I mean, the door's open yonder.
The door is open. He's kind of just slipped through it once it was open to get a nice view of the room.
Okay, can I take a peek?
Sure, make a stealth check. Yeah, you quickly poke your head around the corner, glancing, seeing the 4 foundries, the 4 Dwergar decanting the metal into the molds, the chimneys blasting air into and like through the iron, the stacks of previously made ingots piled up around the
You
room.
know,
We'll just
wait,
Huh?
Gilbert, out of game. So far, this looks like a dungeon we should keep an eye on and keep because it has like something for each of us. It has a medical science body thing for Giuseppe. It has forges for Hebron. It has kind of something for everybody. We should remember where this is.
this is like the big bad's lair, right?
Well, it won't be for much longer.
We hope.
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, if we fail and lose to the big bad, then this conversation won't matter. But if we
win,
if we win, this looks like a great base of operations. It's already functionally set up for us. Move in some, some security and shit. Fix it up. Have us our own lair.
something to consider. That being said, I'll enter the room now. Under.
Okay,
Peek there. I'll just I'll walk in.
you just walk in.
Real casual like.
Yeah.
We'll go and observe the smithing work of these Dwergar.
All right. So, point of fact, this is a foundry, not a forge. There's no anvils here.
My apologies. The foundry of these Dwergar.
You got a mouse in your pocket? Why are you saying we? I'm invisible and nowhere near you. Thank you very much.
You're like in the corner of the room, hiding behind piles of the iron, invisibly, while Hebron just strides in here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how these things will react. I want to see if they come after you so I can shank them from behind. But
Yeah. One of the Dwerar looks at you. Looks down at the pool. Looks up at you, Hebron. And he calls out, "Oi! Where's your cart? Also, we don't need another refill. What you doing, lad?"
Investigating this foundry.
That sounds like it's just a way of slacking off. He points at this empty cart with a shovels in it near the door that you walked in by. Take that, fill it up. You know the drill. Bring it in when you're done. And he's pointing at the door you just came out, like he's correcting a particularly poor performing intern. Well, get to it. Chop. The boss finally just slacking. You know what happened to the last one.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. I don't want that to happen to me.
Well, you listen here, laddie. You do your work, keep your nose, to the stone, and you'll be all right.
All right. Hebron's going to go do that then.
All right. So you just take the empty mine cart, kind of wheel it into the room, and start shoveling in the crushed powder into the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Takes a minute or so to fill up the cart.
Is he? Simply just standing there like, what are we doing? You can't see me because I'm invisible.
Now, Under.
Mm-hmm.
With the way all this is set up, where would I be moving the cart? Would I be going towards any of those doors?
One of the foundries is near the doors. Like their foundries are spaced kind of equally in the if you were to cut the room into quadrants.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of near the center, spaced apart a bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I'll shovel this, check the north door, go back to shoveling type thing.
So the shoveling, he was
door.
directing you to go back into the room with the powdered stone.
Right. So we'll check that northern door.
All right, so you go and check that northern door. Beyond it is a 5-foot wide hall, 10 or 20, 30, 40, about 50 feet to a T intersection. Though you can even tell from this far away that T intersection's at an angle, like it's going out onto the middle of a ramp.
Interesting. Okay. So we'll fill this up with powder, wheel it back into the room to where he wants it. No doubt this is loud and would provide Giuseppe with ample of background noise to, say, check out the corridor or something.
Okay.
If I happen to end up close to that southern door, I'll ask one of the Durgar where that door goes.
I'm gonna continue on down that hallway, Gilbert. Under. Said
Yep.
there was a hallway that continued on and a door. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, as you fill in that cart or bring it, the Durgar gruff starts like, all right, put some in there, and then some in there, and some in there. Like he's like partially divvying it up into the 4 foundries. The hallway to the north goes 10 feet to a closed wooden door. And the Durgar kind of like looks at Hammer and is like, yeah, lad, you stick with me, you'll be all right. Now this will last us a bit of time. So if you want to go on break, fine by me. You're a bit early anyway.
Out of curiosity, is he speaking Dwarvish or Common?
Common.
Okay.
With a very clear accent.
Where's the break?
How about I'll just be like, "Will do, sir."
Sorry, what was that, Giuseppe?
I was like, which way is the break room?
No. He'll say, "Will do, sir," and then we'll head towards the southern door.
Right. Yeah, and he just nods. Doesn't seem to pay you any attention as you go to that southern door.
All right, we'll pop that open.
Yeah, so you pop that open, revealing a 15-foot across, 25-foot wide room. This one, as your ears are now recovering from the blasting air in the previous room, you can see 4 forges set up, as 4 other Dwergar seem to be hammering on red-hot anvils, as if the anvils are adding heat to the iron as they're pounding on them. And they seem to be taking iron ingots and like pounding them into various shaped plates of iron, which are then hopped up on shelves to the east of the room.
And this place it gets better and better and better and better.
Hebron's going to go check out that end product.
Sure. Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Given that this is blacksmithing work, would that assist me at all?
Yes, you have advantage. Giuseppe, what are you doing when Hebron's slipping into that forge to the south?
I'm gonna go into the door that I'm in front of, the hallway door.
Okay. So I'll need a stealth check from you because, again, you're opening a door. You know, it's loud enough from the blast furnaces that you're not really even to worry about being quiet. This is just about not moving the door too much so that anyone inside doesn't see. Yeah. So you open that door, and it reveals a small 10 by 10 place with a table, 4 bored-looking Dwergar kind of hanging on their halberds, and 2 alert-looking stone golems staring right at you. Well, at the door, I should say.
Okay, well then I'm gonna back out of that room and let the door close. And back out of that room, you know.
Yeah, you back out of that room, closing the door. You hear the Dwergar start to chuckle.
Shit. Wait, did they see me? They couldn't see me.
No, they saw the door start to open and then close, and they just thought someone like almost accidentally came in here, and so they're laughing about it.
Ah, okay. All right, well, I'm gonna back up and
Because they're deep inside the base. There's no way there's an infiltrator.
yeah. I'm gonna move back towards where Hebron went.
Yeah, you can see Hebron. The door's still ajar. No one's bothered to close it. And then Hebron, you're examining these iron plates, which look to be too large for a normal man-sized or dwarf size, or this is for like a large-sized creature to wear plate mail of. They appear to be armor plates, but larger than would normally be made.
They're making armor for large creatures.
Yes, like plate armor for large creatures.
Based on some of the articulation work, does it look like there's meant to be something in the armor eventually, or does this look like the articulation you might expect for a golem?
Well, as you're looking at it, you realize that there are like little attachment points on the inside that would be rather uncomfortable to wear, but might support like a mechanical structure.
Interesting. How far to completion do they look?
Well, these appear to just be like plates of iron that have been shaped into the right shape. So, not very. You'd still have to assemble them, and then you've got all the magical like articulation to be done with it, which is actually the hard and tricky part.
Mm-hmm. If I were to attempt some kind of sabotage, how in this metalworking process of foundry to blacksmithing would I introduce impurity or something that they would not be able to work out would compromise the metal?
So the last step after forging it is to quench it. And they appear to be using water to quench. If you were to change that water to something else like oil, it would affect the quenching process and therefore the final, hardness of the iron. Either it would be too hard and brittle and it would break, or it would be too soft and be easily punctured.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking about other ways of there are other ways to sabotage the iron, but they'll all be detected during the forging process. Like if you make it the iron ingot itself of poor quality, the forging dwarves will figure it out before they get to the stage of actually assembling anything.
I see.
And that's just because you've got that blacksmith knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Is the lighting here such that they'd be easily able to distinguish an exchange of oil for water?
Make an insight check.
Because if they're relying on dark vision, they won't notice the color shift.
So while they are relying mostly on dark vision, remember the 4 anvils are glowing red hot. They are casting a light.
Yep. And that is why I must think on this.
Yes. That's why I'm asking for the insight check.
Oh, I know. I'm just explaining my reasoning.
Right, yeah, I get your reasoning. I follow you. So, if they were to take a close look at it, they could probably figure it out. But in the dark vision, in the rather poor lighting being cast by these anvils, if as long as you didn't do anything to call attention to it, they probably wouldn't notice if all you did was suddenly cause the water to turn into oil. It would be close enough in reflectivity that they probably wouldn't notice.
All right. Let's pull up that alchemy jug.
So you pull out the jug, and one of the dwerg are near the.
Oh no, I'm not pulling out the jug. I'm like literally pulling up the info.
Okay.
All right. Oil 1 quart. But water is in gallons. How much oil do I currently possess? Okay, I have at least some oil. So yeah, Hebron's gonna kind of head over towards the door and just kind of idle animation stretch. Do I detect Giuseppe near me at all with my blind sight?
Giuseppe, are you following Hebron?
Yes, I would move so I was within his blind sight so he could know I was there.
Then yes, you do detect Giuseppe.
Hebron's going to kind of mumble to himself. You know, it'd be a shame if any of those quenching water barrels were to break or leak. We'd have to replace it.
I move towards the quench station where they quench the weapons.
Which is in the dead center of the room. The 4 anvils are just sharing the same quench area.
Okay. I'm gonna move to the thing and see about how I can, without giving myself away, sabotage it so that it leaks out.
Sure. Give me a perception check. As you walk over there, the clang of hammers on iron. So it appears to just be like a large bathtub of water, but it's made out of wood. And so you think if you were to take like your dagger and kind of just wedge a little bit of a notch, a gap towards the bottom of one of these like planks of wood that are forming this bathtub, the water would start to slowly leak out onto the floor. And it would probably get pretty low before they notice.
All right. I want to do that then.
All right.
Without giving myself away.
Yep. Sleight of hand check.
Do I have advantage because I'm invisible?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, you kind of wedge your dagger into a space between 2 of the boards. Tap, 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 tap. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Pop it out. And yeah, trickle of water starts coming down at your feet.
I move back over to Hebron into his aura so he knows I'm there.
All right. Now we wait. We'll replace the water with oil when it comes time. This will cause a defect in the metal as they continue to work on it.
Okay, so you're just going to stand there watching?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I'll just kind of hang out over here by the door. Just, watching.
Yeah, so like a minute goes by, 5, 10 minutes goes by. One of the Dwera finally notices you. Yells out in common, "Oi, you! You got time to lean, you got time to help. Take that," he points at one of the shelves, "take that load and get it to the workshop. They're in need of parts."
Yes, sir. Is there another door in here?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I never posted an updated map, my bad. Yeah, there is a door to the north and a door to the east.
Door to the north? Is the door to the north one I'm by?
No. You're by the door to the east, because it's at the north.
Gotcha. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm going to go get those parts he indicated.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of these doors labeled?
Nope.
All right. Do I see any indication on the floor where, like, cart tracks or, signs that this is a door that is frequently used?
Yes, and it looks like it goes east.
Okay. I shall acquire the stuff he talks about, and I shall take it east.
Yeah, it's like a cartload of the iron fragments of armor. And yeah, you open the door east, which is a hallway which immediately turns to the south. And out of sight.
Mm-hmm. I will leave checking that north door for Giuseppe as I, gather up everything.
I watch and stick close.
The north door, Giuseppe.
Oh, okay. I moved to the north door then,
Okay.
and I crack it open.
All right. I assume you're trying to avoid notice, so give me a stealth check.
Yes.
Yeah, you just ease the door open, quickly poke your head down there, pull your head out, close the door, because you realize it was only a 5-foot wide hallway going 35 feet north right to that stone golem room.
It goes back to the room with the breakery, basically.
Mhm.
Is there anybody in this room with us besides me and him?
So in the room with the forges, which is where you just open that door, yes, there's the 4 Dwergar pounding on the handles. Hebron left. He went out that northeast door and started down that hallway out of sight with the cart full of material that the Dwergar told him to take.
Well, I'm just gonna hang out and wait on him to come back because he's the one that's gonna put the oil in the tank. Because I don't have, I'm invisible.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Hebron, you start heading down that hallway, which looks to turn to the left, but you're out of sight of all the Dwergar. There's no one in this hall but you.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna wheel that stuff further.
Okay. So you get to that bottom, which turns out to just be a hairpin turn, which immediately goes north 15 feet and turns east.
Yeah, just keep going.
All right. Well, it goes east 5 feet to a closed wooden door.
Open the door.
All right, you open the door. Reveals a 20 by 25 room. Neat bunks are lined up in a grid pattern in this barracks. You can see a couple of idling Dwergar. A couple seem to be eating rough meals on a couple of tables in one of the corners of the room. But there is like a path with these like dirty cart tracks heading north along the west wall and then along the north wall towards the door. The other door heading north.
Mm-hmm. Wheel that along.
Yeah, the Dwergar, like a couple of them look up and look at you carrying this cart through, but they don't really seem to pay you much mind, nor do any of them challenge you. These also, Dwergar, do not appear to be as well kept as the ones that were working the forges or the foundry.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll just wheel this through.
All right, yeah. So you wheel that through to the door, which I assume you open.
Mm-hmm.
All right, reveals a 5-foot wide hall going 15 feet and turning east.
Wheel that along.
Yep. It then goes 15 feet to the turning west, and then it goes 15 feet to the west before turning north.
Keep going.
Yep. Hang on, I'm just updating the map. Sorry.
Oh, good. When in doubt, just bullshit. I have a cart. That means I work here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a helmet. That's like a hard hat. That means I work here.
I mean, you saw the other Dwergar working in armor, so the fact that you're in like plate mail actually blends in. You know, it's like the equivalent of like walking around with a high-vis vest and a clipboard. But yeah, the hallway goes to the west, then to the north, then to the east, to a closed wooden door. But as you're approaching that wooden door, because I assume you're just going right up to it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The floor underneath your cart gives way. And I need you to make a strength saving throw or follow the cart into the pit.
Where's it look like the pit leads?
Straight down.
I'm not going with it.
In the
Obviously, this is
In
meant
the
to go
pit.
this way.
pit. In the pit.
Okay, so you let go. The cart clatter, ding, 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 crashes at the bottom. Big cloud sound of rending metal. And at the bottom, 30 feet down, you can see this wrecked cart with mangled bits of iron down there.
Did it open up into a room?
No, it looked like it was just a pit trap. You hear running feet from the south.
Jump the pit, go to the door.
The pit is the door. You'd have to be jumping through the door, which is closed. There's no ledge there.
I see. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hop to the other side of the door and cling to it.
Okay, give me a acrobatics check, I guess. Yeah, you leap across, sticking to that door, your fingers gouging into the wood. You're hanging on like Spider-Man above this 30-foot drop into a pit.
On the fucking door.
On the fucking door, yes, like a bug on a windshield.
Indeed.
What do you do now?
I hang here while those feet run closer.
Yep, so the feet come closer and closer. How are you waiting for them to get a certain distance?
I'm hanging on the opposite side of the door from them.
Right.
So that yeah. So they come up here, they see the pit trap, and I'm on the other side of the door, so they don't see me. So it looks like I've fallen.
No, that's not how that works.
Can I have a visual of the pit then?
Yeah, give me a second. So the pit is that box with the X. The foot traffic is coming from that arrow.
Okay.
So you're clinging onto this door over the pit.
Right. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought the pit was beyond the door.
No, it was in front of the door.
Okay. Is the door unlocked?
Yes.
Open that and get through.
All right, you open the door, kind of swing it open a little bit. Do you step down on the other side, which is just a hallway?
Yes.
All right, you step down. Do you close the door or do you leave it open?
Close the door.
All right, you close the door. Leaving you in a 10-foot section of hallway,
Yeah.
so there's another closed wooden door to the east. You ease the door open as you hear the footprints finally get to the pit. And you hear, do you speak Dwarvish?
Yes.
You hear, alarm! Intruders! Intruders! Someone's infiltrating the base! Alarm! And then feet running away. And I think we'll call that here this evening, because without other party members, this could get really bad really quickly. Unless you guys really want to continue alone, split apart.
No.
I mean, I can always go to rejoin them.
Through the now alert full barracks of Dwergar?
You know, if I run back into the room with them.